Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and take a look at how I made this yummy keto dish. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided I would do another meal per request. This is actually pretty quick and easy. It is a zucchini lasagna, okay, with meat sauce. So I have already started cooking it. So I'm gonna bring the camera so I can show you, what it looks like. First off, let me start by saying, okay guys, so the lasagna is done and I am going to bring the camera over so that you can see. All right, so since I am, the only keto eater in the home, I don't always obviously cook just keto friendly meals. I consider my family, because my family is a heavy carb eater, which is fine. They stay pretty active and I make sure that they have, healthy carbs as well. So because they love spaghetti, I figured I would do spaghetti for them. And then for me, I'm going to make my lasagna, okay, with zucchini instead of spaghetti. But before I do that, I wanted to show you just like how carbs look in, let's say, spaghetti sauces. And these would be sauces that I would stay away from if I were really trying to be a strict keto eater, okay? Which I wouldn't say that I am right now, but definitely just for the purpose of people that want to consider that lifestyle and they want to really start losing the weight, they would definitely need to consider being very conscious of the carbs that they're taking in. So take a look at this Prego. Okay, pretty popular brand. And the total amount of carbs in there is 13 grams with 2 grams of fiber. However, when you subtract those 2 grams of fiber, it gives you 11 grams of net carbs. And that's for about a half cup serving, okay, which is probably about the amount that someone would, put on their one serving. And then you have got, with the Classico, they've got 8 grams of carbs and then 2 grams of fiber. So that's 6 grams of net carbs. So once again, if you are on a ketogenic diet and you're actually still in a weight losing stage, you want to keep your carbs to about 20 to 25 grams a day. So just knowing like one serving of that can, really bring your carb count up. And so you want to use your carbs wisely. So here's what I'm going to be using. So Rayo's homemade marinara, just kind of came across it by just going in the store and looking on the shelf. I always turn to the back and I see the label and I'm like, how many carbs does it have? And here, this one has 6 grams of carbs and 1 gram of fiber. And so that's 5 net carbs. So I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and just try this, see how it works. And I actually really like it, okay? So that's what I'm gonna be using. Now this bad boy is like $6 at the store. They kind of tripping with that, but it's pretty good. And since I'm the only one that uses it, it lasts. So going back to what goes into my lasagna. So I'm trying this for the first time. Funny enough, I'm trying this as a base, even though I don't even I don't need a base, but I've done like a hamburger, cheeseburger, casserole with these type of tortillas. So I figured, why not try it with my lasagna? Okay, but normally I just use the zucchini. So I have got, this is my base, and then I've got my zucchini. Okay, and so I just kind of sprinkle some Himalayan salt, some pepper, and some avocado oil, okay, which is great for my fat content. And then I got my cheese that I'll be topping it with, and my ricotta cheese. All right, so let's get to putting this together. Okay, so we are ready to, well, first off, I'm gonna just finish tossing my
my zucchini. Now, you probably thought, oh, zucchini, you mean like spiral zucchini. No, I just mean just regular from the market zucchini. I mean, granted, I have used the spiral zucchini to make that, but I just didn't feel like going to the store. Plus, it's like, I don't know, $4 or $5 for a bag. And I'm just like, that's not worth it. I might as well just pay like $1 for one from the market, and it do just as well. And it's actually fresh. So I really like that. Okay. So my ground beef is almost done. And just so you know, ground beef, like, you don't have to get lean, or, you know, just get whatever, you know, you can go for the cheapest one if you want even, but because you can always drain off the fat. Although obviously in a ketogenic diet, it's okay to have that fat, but I like to drain it off just because I don't like it to be too greasy. So I drain it off anyhow. But there's still enough fat in the actual ground beef, so no need to keep the extra fat. And remember, you don't want to overdo it with anything. So having the fat in the ground beef is enough. I've added a little bit of avocado oil to the my zucchini, and then obviously cheese has some fat in it. So that's how your fat macro gets built up, okay? Because at the end of the day, more fat just means more calories. So, and of course, if you're still in a weight losing stage, you don't want to add more fat than you need. Because at the end of the day, you want your body to start breaking down and getting rid of the fat that you have stored. It's just that when you eat a high-fat diet, that tells your body that you use fat for energy instead of carbs. And that's how, like I say, you get it to start attacking your fat. So, all right, so I'm just about done just tossing that up. I want it to get nice and seasoned. Okay, so I am going to spray the bottom of my pan. Okay, and I just have like a pan like this, not anything fancy. Okay. All right, take the tortilla, which, by the way, I should have said this before, but it is, I got this from Sam's. It is, let me put that first layer down. It is extreme wellness, okay? It's high in fiber. It's got 15 grams of carbs, but y'all, it's got 11 grams of fiber, okay? Which means it's only got 4 net carbs, okay? So this is packed with fiber, and FYI, we don't get enough fiber in our daily diet. So eating things with fiber is essential. It's great for our just intestinal tract and just altogether for our bodies, because fiber, you know, it won't get digested by your body, okay? But it's used by your body for good. So, okay, so now I have put that first layer down, okay? And I am gonna get ready to add my sauce to the ground beef. I gotta be sparing with this sauce. $6. Okay. All right, so although I added sauce to the, you can see that. Although I added sauce to the ground beef, I'm also going to add a little bit of sauce to the tortilla, okay? So we can just kind of give a little bit of, like, you know, just a base to put the zucchini on, okay? Because I'm gonna put the zucchini down first. That's what it looks like. All right, just almost like a pizza bag. All right, now I am going to, not like ratatouille, but I'm gonna start putting the zucchini pieces down so it could be pretty.
And you know, it just depends on how deep you want it. I may be able to go, looks like I may be able to go for like 2 layers of this. So I will, this is my first layer, okay? So now I'm gonna go and just add some meat sauce and just kind of spread it, try it as evenly as possible on there. Okay. And leave enough because I'm gonna do another layer. Okay. And of course, what am I going to put on top of this? Cheese, glorious cheese. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cheese there. Okay, so there you go. That's my first layer. Now, I am not going to use the, I'm not going to use the tortilla until I am ready to just kind of finish it off. So it'll be like almost like a sandwich, okay? So I'm gonna put the rest of my zucchini in there. And so I just used 1 whole zucchini like for this meal. And obviously this will be enough for me to have leftovers for work tomorrow. Okay, so now my second layer just went on. And now I am going to finish it off with the rest of my meat sauce, okay? Spread that. Don't burn up my children's food, my hubby's food, okay? Can't wait. I had a workout today. I went to track practice after school. Yes, I'm a track coach. And then I went to work out myself. And I'm ready to eat. Okay, so I just put my other meat, my last meat layer down, okay? Now, I am going to put some more cheese, but then once I put the cheese on, I'm gonna go ahead and top it, okay, with some ricotta. So with this layer, I'm gonna put some ricotta, okay, mixed with the regular cheese, with the, you know, the mixed cheese. Okay, so some ricotta cheese. And I'm not gonna do it fancy or try to smear it. I'm just gonna plop it on there. Kind of spoon it. Or use my finger to kind of just take a little bit off and then just put it on. Okay. Let's show you in just a second. I enjoy ricotta cheese. I mean, obviously if you don't like ricotta, then you don't have to use it. But it just gives a nice, you know, and a different consistency to it. Now, because I like ricotta, I'm gonna use more ricotta on top. Okay, so that's what it looks like. My second layer, that's 2 layers. So the bottom layer is tortilla. Then I've got just some sauce on the bottom layer. Then I've got the zucchini layered there. And then on top of that is the meat sauce. And then I put some cheese on there, and then I put another layer of the zucchini, and then the rest of the meat sauce, the mixture of the shredded cheese, and then I topped it with ricotta. Now, last but not least, and once again, you don't have to have the tortilla shells, okay? I've done this many times. I'm just trying something different, really. But I've done this many a times without, or not many a times, but enough times without the tortilla. I just want to try something. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the Rayo sauce, okay? And I'm gonna pour some more on, okay? I'm gonna be done with this. Okay, I'm gonna pour some more on the top to sandwich it. Get a bit more. Okay. And now I am going to add the cheese, like for real, because this is a lasagna. Okay. Okay, spread it around really well. They may want my meal. Okay, and just to make it pretty, I'm gonna add a little bit more ricotta to the top, but once again, totally on you, okay? You don't have to, just based on your liking, okay? This is definitely a couple of meals for me. If I wanted seconds, I could add some. All mine. Okay, so, oh, by the way, you probably should have set your oven already, but I set mine to like 410. No particular reason other than the fact that I just didn't want it at 400, didn't want it at 425. So I just set 410, set it to whatever, you know your oven, you know how it works, you know what makes the food nice and crispy. Okay, so now here is the finished, well, before it goes in the oven, product. So time to go in the oven. And we're gonna leave it in there for about 15 minutes and see what we get. All right, and there you have it. My yummy looking lasagna. Cannot wait to cut into it. I'm gonna let it cool before I cut into it, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, guys, and there you have it. No fancy plating, simply just yummy zucchini lasagna that I am not gonna waste any more time to dig into. All right, guys, I will see you next time. I got another video already planned for you, so tune in. Blessings.